Live from WCSH6, this is 207.
And if you'd rather eat than ski, head over to Rockland this weekend. That's where the historic Inns of Rockland will be holding their second annual Pies on Parade Inn tours. Ken Barnes from the Captain Lindsey House will join us in the 207 kitchen to show us how he creates the clever designs for the tops of his pies. This is a little different.
That is a little different.
Yeah.
I worked on that, and I think you'll like it.
Okay.
I enjoyed it. Ken Barnes is in the 207 kitchen. He's going to show us how to make the perfect toppings for your pies. Stay with us. That's coming up a little later on 207. There is an event coming up in Rockland on January 22nd called Pies on Parade. It's the kind of thing that certainly gets our attention. Captain Ken Barnes is from the Captain Lindsey House, one of the historic inns in Rockland, and we're going to do something today that ties into the Pies on Parade. Captain Barnes, thank you for coming in. Good to have you here.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Where are we going to get started? Let's begin here. We're talking about, you specialize, or what we're going to talk about today is the toppings of pies, how to decorate a pie so it looks like something special.
Right, make it fun. Life's too short, and as we say, Maine is the way life ought to be, and it's true.
All right, where do we get going here?
Well, understand, I come from the whole thing from the perspective of being a sea captain and a blacksmith and a shipwright. So I've learned to use malleable things in different ways than someone would just pick up a cookbook. So
right.
If it's malleable, you can make it. If you can make it out of iron, you can make it out of dough.
All
so
right.
Here we go.
Well,
you got everything you need to make the pie crust is right there.
You want me to get started on this?
Not too fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Believe me,
I don't do some lumps because the lumps are what makes it flaky.
I don't do anything too fine, so don't worry.
Yeah, faster though.
All right, all right. I can tell that you were a captain.
There you go.
Giving the orders here.
Yeah. Put your back into it, Ron. Okay, let's add a little water to that.
Okie doke.
Okay. Now start stirring that up.
Okay.
Okay, you're through with the muncher.
What kind of now is this? These
Work
are
it right into a dough.
apple pies that we've got here, but do the general basics that were the instructions that were given here for people? They work for most any kind of pie.
Any kind of pies. Blackbird pie is good. Takes 4 and 20. They're hard to get this time of year.
Yes, they are. They
a little bit more water.
Difficult in
but they're
January.
fit for a king. There you go. Keep going. Get it into a nice until it starts holding together.
All right.
All right. I don't know how much water we have. We just keep adding until it's right.
We got all the water you need, Captain.
Yeah, we got lots of water here in Maine.
It's the one thing we got around here. We can't give you.
I think you're there.
Okay.
All right. Take that out, and we'll put a little flour on your hands there and get that into a nice. Take it right off. There you go.
Well, I was going to, but I didn't know where you wanted me to put it.
Yeah. Use your hands. That's the best tool you got.
Okay.
You can have all the spatulas in the world, but there's your hands right there. Now, you want to let that dough rest for about 5 minutes because it needs a rest. We've just beaten the Billy bejesus out of it.
All right.
So this has been rested, and I'm going to roll it out. See that? We made that after we were making some belaying pins on the lathe right there in the old shop. Now, people talk about, I can't handle my dough, it breaks.
Yes.
And what's wrong with that? Well,
room here.
there's no black art to it. Keep your rolling pin floured. Don't be neat. That's the big rule. Can't be neat. Okay, people tell me that it can't hold the dough together. It breaks on them. And I say, that's crazy. Look at that.
That's beautiful, yeah.
You know, handle it. But don't handle it too much.
Right, right.
Now, you roll it out. A little dusting in that to get it going.
Yes.
One trick is you can pick it up like that and throw it in, or you can roll it right over the pin and lay it in.
Very nice.
That's going to be a nice flaky dough.
No problem with that dough, yeah.
Okay. Now, when you stick these two together, you need to water it. So you take a brush, water the edges. Let's get that over there a little bit further. Okay. Okay, now we have this other one. It's all rested. Once you get the top crust on, then we attack the problem of how to make it whimsical or fancy or...
Which is the whole idea. We want something that kind of looks nice, that'll catch the attention,
Right.
and put a smile on people's faces when they see it.
Now, I have a lot of grandchildren, and they like whimsical things. So, there's nothing wrong with putting a frog on top of your pie.
Okay.
Okay?
Let's get, there you go. We got a shot of that, a quick shot of that.
Now, again, if you've played around with clay, if you can do it with iron or you can do it with clay, you can do it with dough.
You just let your imagination go.
Let
You
your
can do
imagination
anything you want in any way you want,
A
right?
little water.
Yes.
Pass that pie over.
Absolutely.
A little water on that to stick it. Okay. There's your lily pad with your frog. Being a sailor.
Is that properly knotted?
It's properly braided.
That's going to hold?
Now, it'll hold, yeah, sure.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. And you can make your crust like that if you want. All right?
Very nice.
Now, taking a cue from the ancient Babylonians,
Here you go.
who had these roller scrolls. This is just a roller. I collect. I like to have people think outside the box. These things are made for shortbreads, but there's nothing saying you can't do it in dough and do multiples out of it and make it decorative. This is a piece that I've just rolled out with a roller. And you could decorate, you could make half of your crust that.
Anything you've got that creates any kind of a pattern or any kind of an image, why not have fun with it?
Now that's just a plain Jane, cookie cutter thing. Could be hearts, could be leaves, could be flowers, could be stars. But, if you start playing around with multiples, go ahead. Take a bunch of those and see what you can do right here.
To get started, I mean, people don't even have to go out and do anything. They've got all these things at home anyway, probably, with cookie cutters.
Try a crust with those. Overlap them. You can do the whole crust with that if you want.
And so it's, just get started. Go have some fun, because they really are pretty. And we've got the finished product here, and so you can see just how nice they look when you put them on the final product. Again, Pies on Parade.
Pies on Parade.
At 5 historic inns in Rockland, including yours, the Captain Lindsey House.
Come hungry.
January 22nd. If you want more information on that event, go to the website. If you want information on the pies we have made, all of the things that Ken Barnes has just shown us how to do, that too is on the website, all under the 207 section. Captain Barnes, great to have you here. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
A master of the black art.
Arr.
Stay with us. We'll be back with more in a moment.